Hello, artists! Let's make and be inspired by collaborative mandalas. On our right, we have mandala made out of paper. Two artists, Julie Wilkinson and Joyanne Horsecraft, collaborated to make this International Women's Day Google Doodle. So, what that means is two artists worked together to create the paper cutouts in honor of International Women's Day. Isn't it awesome? The next slide are more paper cutouts that they did together. You start in the center and you go out, 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 and look at the beautiful butterflies. Maybe your mandala is going to be created out of paper. I hope this is an inspiration for you. So, what is a mandala? Mandala is the Sanskrit word for circle. Originally, mandalas were used for meditation in many cultures and regions. The radiating patterns and symbols are found in art all around the world. A mandala is a circular shape that has a central focal point and symmetrical designs that radiate. This means that it starts in the center and all the sections are made up of exactly similar repeating parts. Here we have Tibetan Buddhist monks collaborate to make a sand mandala. These little metal things have sand, and they put little grains of sand all the way around in different colors. You would have to be very careful. You couldn't breathe very much because you wouldn't want to blow the sand, right? But they're working together to make this beautiful mandala. So we have some key words that I keep saying that you need to know. Mandala is a Sanskrit word for circle. It's also described as a meditative depiction of the universe. Whoa, that is huge. It also is described as an instrument of meditation. Nice. We all need a little bit of that right now, right? Collaboration. Working with someone to make something. A collaboration might be what you do when you make dinner at night. You get the forks, you get the lettuce, you get the salad dressing, stuff like that. You make things together. Radiating symmetry is symmetry. Remember that means same on both sides? That starts from the center point or axis. So it starts in here and then it goes dong, 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 radiating like the sun. Think of your hand. Hold your hand, put your palm out with your fingers stretching out. Everything radiates out from the center. And that's what the central focal point is. That's where your eye is drawn in a piece of art, the main activity. The last words you need to know are meditative art practice, creating something that takes so much concentration that you don't even have the time to worry about other things. You know, like mindful meditation or mindful minutes that you might have in different classes or different times of your day. Such activities are kind of great because they're so relaxing for your brain. Now, communities gather together to still to make mandalas for different celebrations. Here's a photograph of the annual winter solstice, the seed mandala in Albuquerque, New Mexico. This is all made out of seeds. See all the different artists doing their part? Here are some made out of bird seed. These are super cool because if you're thinking of it as representing the entire world and you make this pattern and design, and then birds get to come and eat all of this, then it all disappears and goes back into the world and circles around and around and around like the never-ending circle of life. Whoa, okay, so I can, we can. These are I can, we can statements. We can collaborate with a friend or family member to make a radial composition inspired by a mandala. Oopsie, I went too far. Come back with me. We can start a central focal point and make circles radiating out. And we can also add symbols and designs and repeat to make our radial symmetrical. So here are bananagrams. These artists got together. There's 3 of them. And they sorted out all the letters. So they had all the O's in one spot, all the J's in one spot, etc. And they started in the center. And then they started radiating out. radiating out. And each artist got to take a turn making the next section, going around and around and around. So it's time to collaborate. It's time to get with some folks and make radial art pizza night. Here we have the steps. Find a circle to trace. Draw a ring for every participant at your house. Who's going to do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this family has 5 people playing. Or not even a family. It could be 5 people in the house. So cut the circle into slices and choose a color palette. Here are the color palettes: turquoise, hot pink, and bright blue. Ask each person to add details to their slice. Yummy. Now, pro tip, hot tip, number the back of each of the slices so you can put them back together in order when the pieces have all been designed and colored. And then you have put the slices back together to see the artfulicious decoration. Nice. You can also do this with real food. You can do this with pizza, fruit pizza. Yum. Hello, kiwis. You can do this with tomato vegetable pizza. Or you can head it to your own kitchen and do it really with all the different things that you find in a kitchen. Food, plastic spoons, cups, plates, pennies from the junk drawer. What will be your focal point? What is this artist's focal point? If you said apple, you're right. And then you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plastic spoons radiating out. And then you have the repeating of the nuts. And then you have the repeating of the pecans. And then you have the repeating of the raisins. And then this artist has crackers. Now, don't be fooled by these little guys. These are the pennies. And they make a pretty color pattern with the natural colors with the other crackers. Another fun one to do is the heart. The heart collaboration. This one's reversed. You start on the outside. Oops, sorry guys. And you go in. So you draw a big heart filling up the page, and then the next one. And then you go in. This artist did this with her teenager. And you can see that they took turns going back and forth, all the way to the center. I really feel like this is a beautiful way to share love. Now, here would be a fun one to do with your family. First, you start out, if you don't have ink pads, don't worry. Use some water-soluble markers, okay? Make a key. A key means just like a map, how to read it. So each person gets a color. So Dad gets turquoise, Nana gets blue, Finn gets pink, Lila gets orange, Mom gets red, and Augie gets green. Now, as you go down here, you'll notice that Augie is the dog, and Augie was bribed into making this paw print. So you may get your stuffy or your dog or your cat and see if they'll participate with you. Then the artists worked together and made patterns going all the way around, all the way around, all the way around to make this beautiful fingerprint mandala. Take turns. So you can make a mandala with composition with many different materials. What current event do you think inspired this? By Julie Wilkinson and Joanne Horscroft. Anybody thinking vaccines? I am. So after you've learned all this about radial symmetry, you're going to get a chance to make your own. And guess what? You're also going to start seeing examples of it everywhere you go. T-shirts, kaleidoscopes, rocks, painted rocks, wall hangings, necklaces. Keep an eye out and see where you see it. Lastly, I'd like to say thank you, artists. Thank you for doing an awesome job, for trying hard, creating new things, for getting people to do things with you. You are awesome. Have a great day.